Okay, welcome, Richard Allen, for the Wolfie match. Three of us, myself, Alex, and my dad. So, course is looking fantastic. Wolfie, if you don't know, is where you can partner up with someone. If you do, and you win the hole, it's 1 point each. If you go Wolfie and win the hole, it's 2 points. If you lose, the other two people that win get 1 point each, and it's whoever gets the most points. I'll just hit a little hybrid off the tee there, hit it up short of the wall in a good position. That's hitting, I think it's 7 wood he's got, Mizuno, an old Mizuno 7 wood. Still swinging it good. Interesting here, I'm hitting a 5 iron, and my swing, since I've been working on it, is getting more like for Bryson set up and everything. The results with his 5 iron, it goes over the wall, which is a 215-yard carry uphill. Absolutely nailed that 5 iron, one length. And sorry for overdubbing the sound, but for some reason the mic didn't work. So Al's up here. He's got about 75, 80 yards uphill. So I think he's hitting a gap wedge. It's a pretty good shot actually. And I just went above the pin. Well, you'll see where the pin is. Here's where my ball ended up. About 15 yards over the wall. And I'm just going with a Foki 56. I'm just going to try and get it onto the green, give itself a chance. It's a good shot over the pin. The main part of that shot is getting it up onto the green over the massive banking, so you don't leave yourself short. We've done that, which is good. And we've got some putts here, but the green's pretty fast. So we'll put down here, see what we can do. Hopefully get them in close. Yeah, I'll put first. He puts down pretty much dead weight, perfect pace, just misses. Tapping for his 4. And I'm having a look at this. I think it's going to be fast, but I kind of leave it a little bit short. It's got some swing in it. It's got about 12 feet swing. Aimed it way out. Comes right round, but just a wee bit under hit. And Dad's got this for a par 3 and 2 points. Straight in the middle, no bother. And I hold mine for a 4. But it's 2 points, 0, 0. Second hole, Dad's hitting the driver. Hits it pretty good. Maybe just slightly catches it a little bit leftish. Yeah, so Dad's got up here and he's hit a pretty good shot, but he left himself kind of stuck behind a tree, and he's not warmed up yet. And as you get older, we all know what happens. He's popped up in the air. The rough is really wiry and quite like ball sits on top of it. Same thing happened to Robert last night. A couple of his wedge shots. The wedge just goes underneath the ball, and in this case, the hybrid goes kind of underneath the ball. It just pops it, and he should have hit it a bit harder or swung a bit harder. I think he was swinging too easy, and he just went under the ball. So he's a bit miffed about the way he hit it. But he's 2 points in front, and obviously we're having to overdub this, but uh, we were giving him words of encouragement. But he's still hitting the ball good. I mean, he duffs it up this hole, but he comes back. He comes back big time, and course is looking great. You can see the fairways, quite a generous landing area. But if you go off the fairways, the rough is quite penal. You can find your ball on the left hand side of this hole, but after that, if you go in the thicker stuff, oh my goodness, it's really lose your ball in the rough. So he's trying to shape this round a tree, which he does, and leaves himself short of the green. Now I can't remember who teed off first there, but obviously I teed off, and I've hit mine slightly to the right. We're going to have a look at that. It's sitting fine. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. I remember exactly how far I've got. 101 yards. So I'm just going to use my gap wedge. Now you can see in the distance here, there's a little ridge of trees and there's a gap in them. That's roughly where the pin is. So we've got the gap wedge here, 101 yards, and let's give it. I think I give it like just a standard 100 and of a yard shot, and it's absolutely down the pin, like it's rifled down the pin. I get up here, I think it's like 7 or 8 feet away. I think to my mind, it maybe possibly runs by the hole just slightly. We'll see it here. So it's like, must have had a look at the pin as it went by. We've got the sprinkler on, so this will be fun. Trying to avoid it. I'm looking for my pitch mark here. There it is. So it's right on line with the pin, and it's bounced. And it's obviously that's why he's got the water in on, because it's trying to soften the green up. It's bounced there, so it's ended up just by the pin. This is a tricky downhiller putt, but like I say, first time taking the claw out on the golf course maybe wasn't the most sensible thing to do in the middle of a Wolfie match, but it gets quite interesting. Al has a nightmare and is nil pois, but my dad and myself have an absolute awesome battle here, and we start getting points left, right, and centre. At one point, we're 5 points each, and then we go to 6 points each. I tell you, it's a close match. I won't tell you who wins it, but it's worth watching, even though the sound's been overdubbed. So we all have tricky. Dad's going slightly big as well. This is more a downhill putt, so it's quite speedy. But we get the weight. It's basically a tap in. I actually have a crack in it, a birdie putt, which I think if I'd have hit it, it was in it. I'll leave it short in the jaws, which is infuriating. Leaving anything short in the jaws. I think the more I use this style, the more I would get comfortable with it. It's just one of those things where the getting comfortable bit is a tricky bit. See that it just comes, literally edges the hole. And then we tap it in for the 4, which gives me 2 points. So it's 2 points, 2 points, no pois. So we're equal pegging, and we avoided getting soaked with a sprinkler. Result. So third hole. Well, that was the second, but we're on to the third hole. And like I say, bit of burnt areas up here, but it's the highest point on the course, so maybe the sun's been zapping it. Look at it though for June now. We've got jackets on. I've got a body warmer. It's overcast. It's a cold wind. Middle of June, 26th of June. It's freezing. It's not like summer up here. Unbelievable. So absolutely caning the driver. This one, phew, literally 110 yards by everyone in the group. I'll say that again. 110 yards by them. Oh, that's like a full wedge past their drives. And I don't really consider myself that big a hitter. And watch the two of these, they absolutely nail their drives up the middle. I'd say you probably hit them 225, 230 up the middle. And they're both in the middle. Fairways are, this fairway in particular isn't getting as much run. There's not much run on this fairway. I think it's to do with the way greenkeepers tend to do this. Yeah, greenkeepers tend to cut fairways directionally, but this fairway he's cutting it from the green to the tee, so it's into the green, so it slows your run down, making it play longer. Yeah, so cracking drives up there. No worries. Pity we haven't overdubbed this. Views are not too bad. So the two of them are right in the middle of the fairway, side by side. Go about 150 yards in, uphill, into the wind. I think it's probably a 5 iron he's hitting. Still got an absolutely wonderful, smooth, rhythmical swing. In the ilk of Tom Watson. If you've ever watched Tom Watson, just short of the green. It didn't get the bounce he was hoping for. Al has got same yardage. He looks like he's hitting. I think he's way under clubbed here. It looks like an 8 iron. Yeah, I don't think this is enough club to get anywhere near it into the wind, and certainly not with that. Didn't hit it well at all. Right, so literally 120 yards up the fairway. Still not at my ball. I really gained a lot of distance, mainly through the rope training and posture at address, working on more like what you see Bryson at. So yardage, 100 yards uphill into the wind. I think it was actually 110, I think. But don't want to go big at the screen, so I'm going gap wedge, but pretty much a full gap wedge, so I can afford to be quite aggressive with it. Just looking, not shooting right at the pin, just shooting left of the pin, so the bigger part of the green. That is absolutely down the stick, and it's right close to it, stopped on the green, which the green is quite hard to hold, but because I've hit that right at peak trajectory, you'll see it's come down lovely, and it's actually stopped on the green. I'll just chip him up here after that shot he hit, which wasn't good. Still not swinging in balance. If anyone needs to try the rope, I'll, if you're watching this, to make yourself up a rope and start to swing that rope, and you'll find that you can't do any of this moving and swaying that you're doing and make the rope actually connect and swing. So 54-degree bump and run. Want to just pitch it about 12 feet on the green and let it run out. Here it goes. Coming up. Pretty good effort. Oh, just the speed of the green there. I didn't check on the first bounce. It's just ran through. So I am putting for birdie, and they've not made the best of it up this hole. So I've got a clear chance for 2 points here and jump into the lead, which would be 4-2 nil pois. So I'm looking for my pitch mark, but I think it's out of the range of the camera. It wasn't that big a pitch mark, so obviously green's still fairly firm. And we have a go once we're all ready here, lining up putts and repairing pitch marks. That's what you've got to do, the way repair your pitch marks. Most of us repair maybe one or two a green, possibly three, depends how many you find, not just your own. It's the way to go with it, preparing pitch marks. Keep the greens looking good. Here's Al. Chance for four. We're pretty outside chance. Just lags it up there. Give him a putt. So it's a 5. So yeah, I think Dad missed there. So he had a 5. So I've now got 2 putts for the win. So you can see this. So the claw on the right on line, frustratingly in the jaws again. The greens just got a little bit of dew on them, so the ball was coming up just a fraction short sometimes. And you thought you'd hit it hard enough, which was frustrating. So great, eh? Par, 2 points. So 4 points to me, 2 points to Dad, and nil points to Al. So he's feeling the pressure, and we'll take to the tee. And I think what I'll do is let you, from this point, you can watch silently, and then I'll intersperse some overdub with the last hole, just to explain what happened in the match. Because I think maybe put some music in and see how that goes. Or you can just watch it silently. So enjoy. See you in a bit. Yeah, I'd hit a great drive, then accidentally hit the tree, faffed about, chipping it back on. It was an easy one. So a bad bogey there, out of nothing, and still trying to get used to the claw. We're at the, the seventh year just putting out. Green's got a massive slope on it. Still trying to get the hang of this claw, and it's the tension that I find difficult on the hand. But I've got another couple of tries with that, and we do a video on it. So we're over at the eighth, and the eighth is a great hole. Again, I catch my driver here, and again, uh, I don't know how far I'm hitting it now, but it's going much further. Even my second shot, I had 145 to go, and I managed to hit just a stock wedge to 6 feet. So I've been knocking pins out all day. Here's Dad on the tee. Like I say, if you've ever seen Tom Watson swinging it, I mean, it's almost a carbon copy, straight down the middle. He's using a Ping G400 Max driver. It's not the newest one, but he absolutely hits it just straight and uh, catch it anywhere in the face. It goes quite far. So Al's hitting driver, Wilson Staff, Dino Power. He hits a good one here over the trees with a little draw. A wee bit more in balance there, but still Scotty Schiffer with the feet. Just because he's struggling to clear through the shot, I think if he used the rope, he would realise that his stance needs to be a little bit narrower, so that it's shoulder width rather than he's very wide, so he has to sway or move his feet to actually clear. That shot there goes absolutely miles. I mean, I wouldn't want it back. It's right at the top of the hill, actually. So this is the eighth hole, like I say. Now at this point, it's 6 points, 6 points, 0 points. So my dad and myself are having a battle here now. Dad's hit this up the middle. I've said to him, hit the 7 wood over the marker and you'll not be far away. So that's what he's got here. 7 wood, Mizuno thing. Fairway wood. He catches it lovely. Right over the marker. Great swing again. 83 years old. No bad, eh? Right, so uh, let's see. I'm still walking over here. Oh, this is funny because I actually walked to the wrong ball, I remember. Because I thought mine would have come down the hill a little, so I'm walking up here. And John and that are coming up the first. And they're shouting, check that ball! Make sure that ball's the right one. But actually, when I got over, I'm like, oh, tailor-made. Because actually, I was playing one of those Innis balls. But I think actually, I still select a wedge. So I've not actually had a look at the ball yet. Oh, excuse me. But it was quite funny because they're shouting at this point, watch that ball. And then I get over and I go, what are you shouting about? What is it? Oh, that, right. Oh, that's not my ball. Oh, my ball's up there, another 50 yards further. Because that's normally where I hit my drive. Miles up here. Like literally miles up, past Al. Right, so here we go. So I get over to my ball. And actually, I was thinking, yeah, at the time, I was thinking, I was thinking maybe a 9 iron, but actually, I go just wedge. And I hit this thing pure as uh, 6 feet over the pin, stops it pretty quick. So I'm just checking the posture again. And then, oh, great, can't see the ball. You see, it's more kind of like, there you go. Crack it was absolutely crunched right down the bin. And when I got up there, I'm like, oof, birdie chance again. Virtually every hole, I've had a birdie chance. But like I say, I've left putts short, I've left out, I've gone round the hole. Oh, jeez, oh, I don't know. I cracking views of the course, and the fairways are generous, but like I say, look at the height of the rough. If you bounce into that stuff there, you don't see your ball again. It's 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 unbelievable how thick that stuff is. So it's penal if you had a bad one, you've had it. If you if you don't it round and keep it in play, like I say though, I'm surprised the fairways aren't running out as much as they normally do. You know, quite surprised how slow the fairways are running. But I don't know if that's to do with I don't know what he's got for cutting the fairways. If it's doing a good job of that, you know, because uh, I'm not 100% sure what's causing it, but uh, it's just not quite. It's just not quite doing it the way it should. But a great chance here for a birdie, but unfortunately it doesn't break enough. It comes down, but just misses. So playing down the last, it's 6-6-0 all to play for. So I'm just discussing with Al here about the claw and how much tension you should have in between your hands, because I reckon that you've got you've got to hold the claw grip tighter than what I've been holding it, because that's your only arm that's actually driving the putt. So I'm going to have to experiment with that more. And down the last here, a 7-iron for my dad, 8-iron for Al, and I go with well, I've got a 9-iron out, and as it happens, I was looking at this going, I've got too much club. I tried to go easy on the 9. Al hits a no bad one, and the bounce it got was pretty shocking. It bounced and ran off the green. We all missed the green, but we were all on the green and then off the green. Yeah, I came up well short because I hit mine slightly heavy, which wasn't the greatest. And Dad catches this good as well. But again, it bounces and runs off. He actually can't stop it, so he runs through the green, and I come up short. I have to chip on. And then you'll see when we get down there, I chip on, I'm pin high. He chips up to like 3 feet, stone dead, almost. And I'm thinking to myself, right, wait a minute, it's 6 points, 6 points, 0 points. This is all to play for down here. So I'll lip out, and then Dad holds it. So he then wins 7 points to 6 points to nil points. He wins on the last. So he's rather happy. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Sorry about the sound. Don't know what happened. The mic, I think, just decided to stop working infuriatingly. And I need to watch that. It's happened before. It's really annoying because it was really a fun match with a lot of banter. So I'll leave you here. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and see you all soon. And a lot of videos dropping, a lot of good content. Sound is going to be working. Fingers crossed. Here's my chip shot here. Fluffy lie. 56-degree Voki. We know the rest from here. So see you all next time.